It can be very overwhelming if you have many different desires that you want to manifest, or many different situations going on in your life that you want a solution to, or many different thoughts going in and out of your head. It can add a lot of overwhelmment, a lot of confusion. And that sense of confusion is resistance that's blocking your desires from manifesting in your life. But Abraham Hicks teaches this very simple yet powerful process called segment intending. And I like this process because it really does help you become more of what they call a deliberate creator. And this process is simply the process of segment intending is simply being aware whenever you are entering a new segment. It's like whenever a new situation is happening, no matter how small it may seem. For example, you may be cooking your dinner and then the phone rings and you go to answer the phone, you're entering a new segment. Or if you're alone in the room and somebody walks in, that's a new segment. Or when you're leaving your house and walking towards your car, that's a new segment. And so the trick is to just be aware whenever you are entering a new segment, and then also set a sort of vibrational tone. They call it pre-paving a vibrational path. And that's simply being aware of what it is that you want in the moment and expecting it. And so they say that if you happen to be in a bad mood, but yet you're aware that you're entering a new segment, and you realize that you're in a bad mood, that awareness is helping you be more sensitive to what you're thinking, or in other words, what you're manifesting in your life. So when you realize that you're in a bad mood and yet you're entering a new segment, you don't want to carry that bad mood on to the next segment of your life, of your day. And you don't want to carry that low vibrational frequency throughout the rest of your day. And in order to sort of nip it in the bud, is just simply be aware of how you feel and the thoughts that you're thinking whenever you enter a new segment. And so when you notice that you're entering a new segment, and if you happen to be in a bad mood, simply being aware of that bad mood in your thoughts and aware that you're entering a new segment can really help you bring clarity into your life. And they say that when there's so many different things that you want to get done, so many things that you want to manifest, all that confusion is not going to get you anywhere. So simply being aware of where you are here and now, and whenever something changes, and that you're entering a new segment, and that you know what it is that you want, and you expect it, and then you go on through that certain little segment, and you notice that you're able to accomplish what it is that you want to do. It builds a sort of I guess you can call it manifestation muscle. It really gives you a sense of control. It really does. And it's a very simple, it has to be a simple process, especially if you're going through a lot of confusion in your life, a lot of overwhelming things. If you just put your mental focus in the moment and then be aware whenever something changes, whenever you're entering a new segment, and be aware of your thoughts of how you feel and set your intention within the moment, that will help you build that muscle so you'll be able to set bigger intentions throughout your life. And so I really, really enjoy this process, especially if you're very discouraged or if you're really worried about, let's say, money or relationships or whatever it is that's really weighing heavy on your mind. Try this segment intending process. Just be aware of you're entering a new segment and you set your intention and what it is that you expect in the moment, and then you go on with that segment, and you really notice that you're developing this sort of vibrational tone. You're able to be more deliberate, like how I said earlier, a deliberate creator. You're able to, it's just simply learning how to manifest desires, but starting out really small, starting out here and now in the moment, what it is that I want now in this moment. And then expect it, and then go on with that moment, and then really realize that you're able to set your tone. You do have that control. You do have that power to change your thoughts and to change how you feel. You just have to, first of all, be. And what's really key with all this is awareness. Just being aware of what you're thinking, how you're feeling, and the segment, the moment that you're in, and what's going on, and focusing your mind in the segment, in the moment, one at a time. And you really will get to, you really will notice once you apply this technique, you really will notice that you're able to get things done. You're going to be so productive. It's amazing how simple this process is. It can be really easy to be persuaded by different situations in your life that can really bring you down, and it can be really hard to hold on to that vibrational frequency that you need to keep in order to stay aligned with that which you want to manifest into your life. So simply be aware of whenever something new happens, and whenever you're entering a new segment, and be aware of how you feel and what you're thinking. Set your vibrational tone and expect it, and do that moment after moment, and throughout the day and throughout the days, you really will realize that you can really focus your mind in the moment and get things done.